Welcome to No Match for a Blaster, a Star Wars Role-Playing Podcast, Season 2, Episode 8, Electric Espionage. I'm your host and Star Killer Base Janitor, Edo Davis. If you're new here, No Match for a Blaster is an actual play podcast featuring the Morality Plays crew playing the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games. We have some exciting announcements this week. This Wednesday, November 21st, is our one-year anniversary of the very first No Match for a Blaster episode being released. There's so much more I could say about our birthday, but I'll keep it simple. Thank you to everyone who's ever supported us. Thank you to all of our listeners, to all of our friends and family who listened to us rattle on, and to all of our Patreon backers who help keep the show running. Getting the opportunity to create content with our friends has been exciting and rewarding, and it's all thanks to you that we've been able to do it. To celebrate, over this next week we'll be hosting 2 game demos of the Star Wars role-playing system, one in Baton Rouge and one in New Orleans. If you're in the area, check out our Facebook page and find out more. And now it's time to thank our Nerf Herders of the Week, Heather, Canfield, and Rebecca. At this level, Heather and Rebecca get access to our exclusive Patreon feed to listen to our episodes days early. Plus, they get to name an NPC on our show. Thank you, patrons. To be our next Blasterhead or Nerf Herder of the Week, be sure to subscribe to us on Patreon at patreon.com/moralityplays. Got a comment or question for the show? Message us on Facebook at No Match for a Blaster or on Twitter at No Match Podcast. Hey look, I'm a Geffen. It must be time to return to the crew of the Atheon as they're infiltrating the Getz Constructor Station.
Open. Moff Spozak's intelligence log. Aboard the Getz Constructor Station, the crew of the Atheon attempts to infiltrate the First Order as it focuses on repairing the Star Destroyer Vigil. The crew's captain and pilot maintain a mercenary appearance by collecting their reward from the First Order and lying low in the makeshift cantina. Meanwhile, the medical droid S4M3L finds itself in a repair crew, where it hopes to secure access to the information the team seeks. Close intelligence log.
I am very intent on my work, as I'm supposed to be.
So, you don't notice a specific thing, but what you do notice is that when the workers are far enough away from the droids, they speak more freely.
Oh.
And that includes their droids.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the Shanghai droids are not to be trusted.
All droids.
I thought you meant that they included their droids when they're talking.
I'm sorry, no. They are almost
the droids are not to be trusted.
Yeah, they're almost complete dead silent.
Right.
When they're 10 feet within a droid's reach. Mm-hmm. So after a little while, you do get to like a semi-airlock with the Star Destroyer. As you start to go in. Feet are landing on actual
deck plating.
Yeah, on deck plating and stuff like that. They do have this atmospheric shield array, essentially, that protects it and allows you to work on the outside of it. The droids are mostly meant to do the really heavy and labor-intensive stuff. And most of the engineers are making sure that everything is wired correctly, but they're moving like the actual crew, the actual staff. There's so many of them compared to the droids because they're having to essentially try and keep up with droid speed.
Mm-hmm. Droids are very efficient.
Yes, so but everything has to be gone over by
a person.
Yeah. So it takes 4 of them to go over what one droid is doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they start putting you to work. It's
right.
For you, it's pretty menial. For you, yeah.
I am a much more advanced mechanical droid than this. mechanics droid than this. I'm doing scut work.
Yeah.
Then I will be more efficient at it than the other droids.
Oh, okay.
And I don't intend to be,
yeah.
I think is the problem. It's just, I find this menial, so I want to get it over with as quickly and efficiently as possible. Okay. So I figure out some way to make it faster even, and I will tell the other droids about it.
Okay, yep. All right, you start working for a bit. They do have you mindless work for a bit, so we can rotate.
I can do that.
We'll rotate.
I could do that for thousands of years.
Your vibro knife itches a bit. It's not a great idea to give it sentience, but now it itches. Camiya, we'll cut back to you.
Yeah.
Rumi's been gone.
Okay.
Rumi's been gone. Not a crazy amount of time.
Yeah. I want to try to make friends with some First Ordery person around.
There are no First Order officers or troopers in this place.
Okay. Besides, just the ones that are actually guarding the doors.
So, there's a hallway. So, you go from the cargo hold to the ship's hallways, and from the hallways to the bar. So there'll be some in the hallways moving back and forth, and there'll be some in the hangar bay, and there'll be some at doors you're not allowed to go into. But there are not troopers in this cantina. Bar.
Okay. Bar. Are there workers, like people who are clearly employed to do mechanic stuff?
Yeah, there's a few, not a ton. Yeah.
I would like to make friends with them then.
Very specifically, you can notice that the people who are doing the work, the actual workers, give me perception. Give me perception.
Okay. Difficulty?
Average.
Okay. Nope, I failed.
Okay.
I do not notice.
Okay. Yeah. There's some. Yeah. There's a worker sitting at the end of the bar.
Okay. What do they look like?
It's let's get an alien race. It's not get a crazy alien race. It's a normal alien race.
Yeah, it's a normal alien race.
I stand by what I said.
Okay, which one?
I don't know. Tell me one.
A human. Those are pretty weird.
Humans are weird. Oh, what's the one that what's the one that Kat was?
Oh,
Chiss.
Togruta?
Yeah.
Is that her?
It's a Togruta.
Yeah, it's a Togruta.
Okay. Do they have Togruta males?
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Do they die?
Some races only have one sex.
Unisex?
I assumed that
there are.
Did, maybe I'm wrong.
There are. All right, yeah, there's a Togruta.
Is it a male?
It is a male, oddly enough.
Okay.
Let me get my list of names. Oh, by the way, Angwar was also a Eddie name. Eddie got 2.
Ooh.
All right, proceed.
Okay. So it's a Togruta male. Yep. How old do they seem?
Pretty old. Pretty old. Like, if you were to put it into human years, let's say mid to late 40s.
Okay. Is he sitting by himself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do people seem to be kind of giving a wide berth to the workers, or does he just happen to be sitting alone? It
seems like the workers are just even less interested than the civilians.
Okay. Yeah, so let's see. So he's sitting alone at the bar, and I want to approach and sit next to him.
Okay. Does not react. Oh, okay. Hey.
How's it going?
It's fine. It's fine. New smuggler.
Got here a little while ago.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to be stuck for a while.
Yeah. He takes a swig.
You been here for a long time, or you look real tired of it?
Yeah, I've been working here for a while. Don't worry, they'll be done soon.
She looks at him for a second.
He's staring into the middle distance.
He's seen some things and some stuff.
Yeah.
He wouldn't recommend it.
He's seen both things and stuff.
Yes.
It's not a pleasant experience.
Weren't good.
Is there something wrong? I mean, it's steady work at least, right?
The First Order coming in here, taking over your workplace. Steady business is an interesting way to put it. Let me assume you haven't gotten paid yet, have you?
She said, well, no.
Yeah.
But, I got the impression Captain's on the way to go collect.
Yeah, so, you'll be back in here buying up all the drink, or he waves the arm, gambling away your new riches soon enough.
Has it been really bad, the First Order being here?
Yeah. Of course it has been.
What's it like?
What do you mean what it's been like? They came in here, blasters and ships. They took over every square inch of the station. And now we got scavengers and smugglers coming in, making their fortune, just happy-go-lucky, making money on the back of... He takes another swig. Yeah, it's been rough.
Did they hurt a lot of people?
Smugglers start to care about what happens to other people. He makes quotation marks.
You'd be surprised.
Do me a roll. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get into his confidence. I want him to like and trust me.
So charm?
Yeah, I want to charm him. What's the difficulty?
He's real grump. I'm going to say it's normally a 2 and 2 black die.
Mm-hmm.
Because
okay.
he's being occupied like a porta potty.
Well, I am going to kill with kindness and remove one of those black dice.
Okay.
Talky talk.
I got a success.
Okay, he lets up. He's a bit... He realizes he's being a little more grump than is necessary. But you still have to have a dialogue with him. Right now you're just kind of asking him stuff. And he's really unhappy about his stuff.
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised. The First Order have hurt a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard about the thing that happened to the Hosnian system. But I mean, I'm just a mechanic. I've just been out here. It's not much I can really do about it. And then until they knock on your door, and then they take all your doors, and they take everything the doors are connected to.
Yeah, I guess there's not a lot that just anybody can do. I mean, do you know what it is that they're... I mean, I'm sure you know.
They're repairing the ship.
What are they
they're
actually
repairing
doing?
their gosh darn Star Destroyer up there. And then they're probably going to go to some planet and, goof things up over there. And next thing we're going to know is going to be a new empire. That's their plan, right? That's all they do.
I assume. I mean, why else would they have just attacked the Hosnian system like that?
Yeah.
So, does that mean the Resistance actually took down a Star Destroyer?
I mean...
Enough to put it up?
I don't know. I'm on one of the work crews that does the communication systems. And it looks like there's about 30 ships that are in somewhat the same state as this one. And damage like this should have taken down most other ships. So, yeah. But, they're here, and it's only been a few weeks. It'll be back up and running.
What kind of damage is it? What did they even do?
You know what a slug thrower is?
Yeah. My mom's got one.
It's like if you shot a slug through a bundt cake, you could still eat the cake, but there's a big chunk of it missing. That's what it was.
They got a big chunk missing from the middle of the ship?
Yeah. The scorch patterns aren't even energy signatures. It isn't even signature. It's the mass that was going through that part of the ship. Those are just friction burns.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
What could they have launched at it?
I don't know.
That's a lot of ship to go through.
Back in the day, you had the Empire versus some rebels, and only one side had super weapons. Now, all the weapons are super. Kind of makes it feel like normal folk can't do as much to help out.
Yeah, I guess so. But you gotta try somehow, yeah?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing, sitting on this bench, trying, as he takes another shot. He motions at the bartender. Whiskey! And he points to the table. I'll have another. The bartender's name is Whiskey. Whiskey doesn't exist.
One for me, too.
Yeah?
Yeah. She'll hang out and just, drink with this grumpy old man for a while.
Yay!
And,
You found someone to drink with.
Yeah, this is her drinking buddy now. We didn't introduce ourselves already, right?
Already what?
We didn't introduce ourselves, did we?
Nope.
No.
Nope. She'll hold out a hand to him. Call me right out.
Clark. Clark's.
Nice to meet you, Clark.
Clark Strax.
Nice to meet you, Clark. And she will hang out and she will drink with
Yay!
him. And they will grump together. She's gonna grump a little bit with him.
We rotate our camera back to the Atheon.
Where ominous music plays.
Remy and Imp are playing
Dejark.
Yep.
Okay. Is that all you do?
Yep.
The camera rotates to S4. You never see that in the show or the movies, but it's got to happen sometimes.
Yeah, they got to be doing nothing occasionally.
Yeah, they're sitting there. The camera rotates over them. Nah, keep going. All
Nope,
right.
nothing.
Da-da.
Keep moving.
All right, S4. You've been working for a while. You are much farther ahead in your... you guys are doing this in sequence, right? Mm-hmm. So, you have the upper left wall panel of these conduits. You're laying the upper left side. And the other three droids are doing the other parts of it. And you're just you're almost down the hall. And you actually have Angwar... he's right behind you, and then the other people are, because you're going fast enough that the only person that really kind of keep up with keeping an eye on what you're doing is
the guy in charge, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you've gotten pretty. Let's say you're, I don't know, you're 20 yards down this hall with Lee, and then you don't know that with Angwar.
Angwar.
Yeah, and yeah. You want to do anything different? What do you want to do?
what part of the ship am I in?
That's a very good question.
Like, what am I working on at the moment? What are we laying conduit for?
Let's see. Give me a mechanics?
Sure.
No difficulty.
Just difficulty? Or?
No difficulty.
Nope. There we go.
Okay.
4 successes, 2 advantages.
Okay, so, let's see. You're running the conduits that should bridge communication between the port and starboard engine systems to the bridge.
Oh. Engine systems to the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, from here, you can... So, there's a very delicate balance between all the engine... Like, the propulsion systems.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of it's keeping those in correct timing and engine, being able to regulate, and then also the controls back up to the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have I spotted either of the conduits that I messed with in my installation yet? I mean, it's fine if I didn't. I was just curious if I happened to see one of the two that I knew I messed with.
I mean, you could have if you give me a point.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. All right, everybody okay with using a light side point?
You don't have to ask.
Go for it.
I think we should ask. All right, so I can just click use light side. Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Okay, use light side.
All right. Yes. They've kind of mixed them together. So like the ones that you're using right now aren't all the ones that you had, but you do find some that are yours.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that there was a kill switch one in here, because this would be a great place to have a kill switch if the engines suddenly stopped communicating with the bridge.
Yep.
For sure.
Okay, yeah, I'd make sure that one's installed correctly, like I do with the rest of them.
All right. Yeah. You install it, and because you made them to a point where they're very hard to detect, they're not detected, and you keep working. Yep. You get a bit down, farther down, and at this point, Angkor is just like, you haven't made a mistake. You haven't even made like a droid level mistake for a while.
Right.
So he starts.
Yeah, I'm trying to build up to the point where he trusts me to get ahead of him so that I can try to do something.
Yep. He starts to futz with his communicator.
Okay, I keep on going until I'm out of sight.
Ooh.
He gets on Snapchat.
Yeah, let him play on his phone.
Out of sight is... He's not going to let you get out of sight.
He's not going to let me get out of sight. That's fine. Okay.
But you are definitely... He's not over your shoulder.
Anymore, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to give it a few more panels, and then... This system isn't on right now, I assume.
No, it's
okay.
not.
Okay, I'm really considering pretending to have something fall on me, or fall and go off, and make them take me to mechanics. So that I can come back and do something else. But I'm concerned that they'll just leave me or something. This guy, he's building the pyramid and he dropped dead, leave him, We'll get him later.
If they leave you there,
yeah,
and
then I can get up and go somewhere else. Yes.
That's fine.
Okay.
You could claim that you have a systems malfunction, you've overheated or something.
That's true, but that would probably be deception, and I'm not that best at that. But then again, the whole thing's probably deception, so...
Yeah.
You could give me another perception if you'd like.
Sure. I'll see if there's anything else that I spotted. Difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be... 2. 2. 2 with a blue die, actually.
2 with the blue die. Failure with 4 advantages. I'm not noticing the thing you keep wanting me to notice, but I notice other things.
Okay.
I notice them like a boss.
So you don't notice the thing that I was aiming for.
Nope.
This is fairly typical.
Oh, are we anywhere close to a data computer, like a computer banks or memory or medical or anything like that I could slip in? Well, I probably couldn't slip into it, but are we anywhere close to anything like that? I could try to tap into that.
Yeah, but the problem is that this whole area has been shut down. Like, there's no...
everything's off. Well, I mean, they don't have any power current relay conduits in place.
Yeah.
Why did you choose a thing that takes so much time to say, you know?
You guys could just say conduits or relays. If you want.
The MacGuffins are very long and cumbersome.
Yeah. So what you do notice, for some reason, with your 4 advantages, is you know the tone of that is being clicked into by Angwar of a special encrypted comm system. You kind of
mean I've figured out what frequency it's on? Or
no,
is it an audible key of some sort that I now could reproduce?
Yeah, what you hear is a series of tones that kind of function as a randomized alphanumeric coding system for a comms line. Mm-hmm. You know that shouldn't be necessary for normal ship activities or station activities, and that is not what the First Order would use because it's too much work.
So he's up to something else. All right. Can I listen in to his conversations, or is he making sure I can't hear them?
So it's text.
Oh, he's texting.
Yeah.
But
even that still uses a randomized
frequency,
tonal frequency.
Interesting.
Lock.
There's no way I could pick up the signal, is there?
You could try.
I would like to try to pick up the signal and intercept what he's talking about.
Okay.
Computers?
Yes.
Yeah. Difficulty?
Hard.
Any advantages or disadvantages, Dice?
Can you think of an advantage? I mean, you know what? You heard...
I was going to say, he's not expecting to have anybody try to reproduce this tone or pay attention to the fact that he's using a non-standard encryption system.
You heard some of the tone code, so I'm going to say you get a blue die based off of that. You didn't catch it all. But
I caught some of it. I might be able to reproduce, or I might be able to quickly figure it out. Well, maybe not quickly, but I can potentially figure out what the rest of it is.
Yeah.
All right, so computers, 3 difficulty with a blue?
Yeah.
Bloop. 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah. So you you kind of port in your comm into your system. You try and find the frequency that's being transmitted, and then you have the first part of the tone code, and then you computer your way to figure out the rest of it. And now you have access to his essentially like WhatsApp. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
What is he texting about?
So he's texting actual progress of the repair job. Looks like he's trying to. He's very meticulously cataloging imperfections in the repair job that can lead to places where people...
Catastrophic failures?
Less than that. More like...
But minor damage to the internal systems.
Minor damage to the internal systems, but looks
some
like...
place to sabotage it?
Yes. Sabotage, but also actually being able to hide people. Like, you notice that there are structural imperfections that you've noticed, but he's only doing them that roughly are the size of a person.
So they're trying to hide people on the ship. I would like to calculate a better way of doing this than he's doing it.
Oh, I think one of my favorite things now that S4 apparently likes to do is find people who are doing something wrong and then tell them how to do wrong better. It's my favorite.
They're not doing wrong. They're just not doing it as efficiently as they could be.
Okay. Well, you tell me. So you know that you know roughly how he's doing a thing without knowing the problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure what exactly he's trying to solve here.
Mm-hmm. So your assumption to a better solution would carry that same...
Yes, my assumption is that he is trying to hide people. Why would he hide people on the ship? If he's some sort of resistance leader for the workers, what good would that do them? I mean, they could hide people on the ship to damage the ship, but they could just do that anyway. Why would they need to hide people to do it? Oh, so that specific work...
Spies?
So, like, specific work crews wouldn't get in trouble? I mean, there's no reason to smuggle yourself out on a first-order ship if they're trying to leave.
Well, they could want to insinuate spies on the ship and need to get them there, and then from that point they'd be able to gather information and such.
Yeah. Is there security anywhere around here? Like, first order security cameras or anything like that I've noticed?
No. They're on the scaffolding, like, on the outside of the ship, and you can see them posted up in those hallways from before, but no, not on this part. Because it's all been powered down, and they mostly trust the workers, because, like, what are they going to do?
Right, what are they going to do, right?
Yeah. And, I mean, even though there's a Star Destroyer here and some Corvettes, that's not a lot. Like, that's not...
It's not a ton of troops, no.
It's not a ton of troops.
No, they couldn't be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this'll work a little bit better. Are we far enough ahead of the rest of the construction crew that they're, like, not visually able to see us?
Not
quite that far?
Yeah, I mean, they can see you.
Yeah, but they're not paying attention to us.
No.
They're doing their work.
Yeah.
Are we far enough away from the droids that I could talk to him without them overhearing, as far as I could tell?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to stop in the middle of what I'm doing and walk back up to Angwar.
Is there a problem, droid?
I look over his shoulder to see where the rest of the droids are and the rest of the workers. Mm-hmm. And I reach for the restraining bolt, pop it off for a second, and show that it's not real, and stick it back on. And say, Mr. Angwar, I understand that you are trying to do something here. Perhaps if you could explain what you were doing, we could help each other?
This is a tough one.
Ha-ha!
The old, this isn't really a restraining bolt trick.
Yeah. You're building slots for a person-sized entity into what you're doing. I could help you do it better. But then we would both have to come clean about what we're actually up to.
So, for spiciness, I'm going to use a point.
You're going to use a dark side point? Okay.
Yeah. Do I not have it open? I don't think I have it open. He pulls out a very stubbed blaster. Mm-hmm. And he has it at half trigger pull, and you actually see the tip, like, glowing white.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything different.
Who are you with?
I don't think that's the correct question.
He kind of, like, he puts the barrel of the blaster, like, almost up to your, he puts it up to your chest.
Okay.
And, he kind of expects something interesting to happen, but it actually, it's close enough to the fake restraining bolt that you do see the metal dip a bit, but your chest is actually fine.
Yeah.
Who's your master, droid?
Well, he's dead. So, let's try this again. I am here to collect information on the First Order from this ship. How can I help you do your task? Then we can help each other. And we don't need to get anybody else involved in this. And we don't need to tell each other things that would compromise each other should anything go wrong.
Okay.
This is a great place to put a cut, by the way. Actually, right before all this whole conversation.
Oh, yeah.
Right when I purposely blow my cover. That's the place to put the cut. Cliffhanger!
Right when he takes out his blaster.
Yeah, right when he takes out his blaster. Yeah.
Droid, I need to know who you work for. He kind of looks around for a moment. I am here on behalf of the Senate.
I work for the New Republic Defense Force.
Somehow I wasn't expecting you to tell the truth. Okay.
I thought the Senate was destroyed.
The powers of the Senate keep going, even after the planets have been destroyed.
You are suggesting that the Senate continues even though all of the senators are dead? That it's not important. How can I assist you, and how can you assist me? I'm glad great minds think alike, and we have both been sent to accomplish the same thing.
You need information.
I'm trying to find out what the First Order has been up to. Perhaps we could build a link between our organizations? I'm also looking for information that the First Order is researching some sort of biologicals, something to do with a ship called the Marathon. And any tactical data I can offer the Navy.
You need information. There is something that's outside of our ability so far that we could use help with.
Good. How can I assist you?
Then
you can assist me.
I need for the ship to leave dock before it's complete.
I will not ask questions. Very well.
Okay.
Can you gain me access to the databanks of this ship before it leaves?
I can do that.
Good. I think we can work together.
Okay.
People are starting to look our way.
Yes.
I will go back to work for now.
I
am here to install nanocurrent relay conduits.
He will actually, grab you and, walk you back towards the group of them. This clumsy droid got his torch too close to his restraining bolt. He's got to be sent back up. What would it be called? This is all an engineering bay.
Droid bay?
Yeah. He has to be sent up to the droid bay to replace his restraining bolt. And so he'll leave with you.
Okay.
Because your thing got melted.
Yep, that's a shame.
Okay.
Oh, I'll take out one of the bad ones and put it on. And save the good one.
Thanks for listening. To make sure you don't miss any big updates, follow us on Facebook at No Match for a Blaster, or on Twitter at No Match Podcast. If you enjoyed our show, please leave us a review on iTunes, or visit our Patreon at patreon.com/moralityplays. No Match for a Blaster is a podcast from Morality Plays. Star Wars, Edge of the Empire, Age of Rebellion, and Force and Destiny are made by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Our theme is by Kevin MacLeod, sound effects by Tristan Logren, Bendis, and Akimov. And I would like to thank my amazing players. Brandon playing Remy Drobash, Gerald playing S4M3L, and Bobby playing Camiya Saris. And of course, I'd like to thank you, our listeners. And we'll see you again soon in a galaxy far,